Hi, good evening everybody, how are we doing? Today is Thursday the 9th of May 2013 and we are here to review last night's amazing episode of Arrow. Episode 22, it's the finale next week people, the finale next week. Oh dear, I'm just, yeah, I know. So anyway, yeah, darkness on the edge of town. Oh my days, what a fantastic episode this was. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and spoil the whole thing because it's just, I can't not spoil it, I'm sorry. So, let's just kick off right away. Obviously Walter's back. He is still, you know, feeling the effects of what happened with his kidnapping and being held hostage for a number of months. Obviously Moira is playing it cool, that she's happy to see him and all this stuff. If you remember the Undertaking last week, Oliver finally realised that his mother has been working with Malcolm Merlyn, and it's possible, he believes now, that she orchestrated not only his father's like death, but also his disappearance as well, and also obviously Walter's disappearance as well. So he decides that he's going to talk to her, you know, mother to son, kind of son to mother sort of thing, because obviously last time he did it as the Hood, he got himself shot, and as Felicity pointed out, she got to play doctor with him. I swear to God, if Felicity and Oliver do get together at some point, oh my God, sparks will fly. But onto that in a moment. But yeah, it was just, it was interesting to see how Oliver finally woken up to what's been happening since he's been back from the island, as well as being on the island at the time. You know, realising that his mother and Malcolm are both working together, and he finally found out what the Undertaking was about as well. Obviously the device, as we'd like to call it, the Markov device, because the Dark Archer at the beginning of the episode ends up killing all the lab members of Unidac Industries, I think, and he goes around killing them, including Brian Markov. For you guys who know your DC Comics, he is actually known as Geoforce himself, but this particular Brian Markov was quite, yeah, different looking. So whether or not he's got a son called Brian Markov Jr., that's another question, but who knows. But no, as I say, this device is a man-made earthquake device that's going to pretty much level the Glades and rebuild kind of thing. That's what Malcolm's vision is for the Glades. But as we go on into the episode, when Felicity is unable to hack into the Merlyn global group, her, Oliver and Diggle decide that we might as well do it within the building, so they do, and there's a lovely little Star Wars moment as well from A New Hope. Oh, that was fun. Felicity and Oliver, it was good, yeah. Oh dear. Anyway, so carrying on from there, I think what I loved the most, the two scenes that stuck out with me. First one was after Oliver was trying to, you know, talk to his mother about, you know, Walter's disappearance and stuff, and she was thinking, whoa, he's getting a bit too close to all this information, he shouldn't really be asking me these questions. They both get taken out by tranquilizer darts, and who I thought was in fact the Dark Archer turned out to be Diggle as the Hood, which I thought was very, very good, very interesting twist on making Moira spill the beans on the Undertaking and Malcolm and the device. It was really well done, and well played to both Diggle and Oliver for getting her to confess. So yeah, that was very, very good. I thought that was very well played out. I would not have seen that coming, to be perfectly honest. I honestly thought it was the Dark Archer going after both Oliver and Moira, and thinking, right, Oliver's getting too close, Moira might just slip up, but how about I'll just eliminate the pair of yous instead, kind of thing. So yeah, and then you've got Roy Harper and Thea Queen still finding the Hood, and they go through such lengths, to the point of where Thea goes to the police station to, you know, she's trying to gather some information on her side of things, but overhears Quentin Lance talking to his colleague about the copycat, aka the Dark Archer, taking out the Unidac members of staff, and, you know, working for Merlyn, all that sort of stuff. So what do Thea and Roy do? They go to Merlyn global group as well. At the same time, that's when Oliver, Diggle and Felicity are still there trying to hack into the into the computer systems there. Felicity gets caught, but Diggle saves the day, luckily for her, claiming that she's one of Tommy Merlyn's little groupie. And it's just amazing how she goes, "But I love him, he's my man!" And then you just see the pair of them laughing off. It's like, brilliant. Very, very well played out. I think it's good just to see how all three of them are just working off of each other in that sort of group team dynamic. It's just fantastic. I loved it. So anyway, as I mentioned, the first scene being with Oliver, Diggle and Moira being one of my favourite scenes. The next scene had to be towards the end. But before I get to that scene, just quickly mention again, Tommy, Oliver and Laurel. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What is going on with these three? Seriously. First, Oliver goes to see Tommy, gives him a little bit of a pep talk, and then he turns it round and goes back to Laurel and then says to Laurel, "You know what, you are important to me, let's do this." And they start having sex. And there's Tommy outside, looking through the window, peeping Tom, sorry, sees them both, you know, getting into the throes of passion and thinks, okay, someone's going to pay. So he's obviously pissed. How that's going to treat him in terms of what he's going to do next, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, we might not know anything either until next week's finale or season 2. See where Tommy Merlyn is going to be going down. What sort of path he's going to be heading down towards. What else was I going to mention? The sugar. Obviously Walter then decides that he wants a divorce with Moira, yeah. I wouldn't say I was surprised, but it was unexpected. But even now he realizes that, you know, Moira in some ways played a part in his disappearance. Even Malcolm goes to visit and see Walter at the mansion, which was very surprising, even for me. Even Moira was surprised as well. You know, just to see how Walter's doing. But Walter obviously had his suspicions about the pair of them, and so that's when he presented the divorce papers to Moira, and he's left. Whether he'll see him again, that's another question. We don't know. Hopefully we will. So yeah, and anyway, the big crunch, the final scene, the last meet, the meet between the Hood and Malcolm. Oh my fucking god. What did we just see? We just saw epicness ensue. Seriously. It was just brilliant. Okay. When Diggle and Felicity eventually locate the device, Diggle goes to find the device, Oliver goes to Malcolm. Diggle tells Oliver that the device is gone, because Malcolm knew that Felicity or someone had uploaded a virus, a Trojan, because Felicity did admit to this to both Oliver and Diggle, that she uploaded a Trojan onto Malcolm Merlyn's systems, so that if anything came up about the device, they would know about it first. And when Malcolm realised that, he had the device moved. Where it's gone, no one knows, but he says it's safe. So okay, fair enough. But yeah, the confrontation between the Hood and Malcolm was just fantastic. The fight scene, I tell you what. I think I can speak on behalf of everybody when I say we fucking love John Barrowman. I think John Barrowman being on this show is what is making it really epic. I can't think of any other person who has made a TV show so awesome that all he has to do is just stand there and talk. That's the presence that John seems to give off. You know, and everybody feeds off his energy. You can just tell whenever they're in a scene with John Barrowman, you can just tell that whoever he's in a scene with, they are enjoying working with him. They are enjoying being in his space, kind of thing. And when you see the fight scene between him and Oliver, oh my god, it is brutal. He actually breaks Oliver's bow, for heaven's sake. He breaks it in half. That thing's supposed to withstand a nuclear, you know, fallout, but Malcolm Merlyn breaks it in half with his bare hands. I thought, okay, if he can do that, Oliver's in shit. He's in deep shit. And he is, because he knocks him out and he realises that he's Oliver, and he's like, oh crap, what have I just done? Oh dear. And then obviously the flashback island scenes were very, very intense. When Yao Fei came back to the jungle last week, obviously Slade was like, how did you escape? He didn't. Fires was the one that, you know, led him to the camp. and it was a way of saving Shadow, Slade, and Oliver for Yao Fei. But unfortunately for Yao Fei, it didn't. The terms of the agreement between him and Fires didn't go down too well for Yao Fei. So he's now dead, poor fella. But oh my god, wow! Next week's episode finale is it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I can't wait. I haven't seen a promo for it yet, but I will try and get to watch it as soon as possible. But oh my fucking god, I honestly, it's going to be interesting. But I have to admit, season 1 of Arrow, I know that for a lot of people it didn't really pick up the pace that well, but you've got to admit, in the last sort of say half of the season, it really has turned the books. It really has delivered better than what many people have said, and what many people have expected. And even I've always said from the start, this is going to be an awesome show, and so far it has really delivered. For me personally, it has really delivered. Yes, there were some episodes that were, could have been better, bit of plot holes here and there, some couple of fillers as well, but that's TV show overall, you expect some things like that. But I think overall, I would say about 95% of the show so far has been absolutely spot on, really spot on. So yeah, fantastic. So can't wait for the season finale. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you all very much. See you all very soon. Bye.